Is this just a troll or there's beef between them? Yeah, you know what? There's like the biggest beef between Takashi from Japan and Sora the troll. That is true. And by the way, I wanted to kind of talk about something really interesting. So, I was playing Tetris, and then I decided to check the comment section too. Can I talk about something? Wait, before talking about the thing, the Takashi from Japan thing. Can I talk about something? Hello, son. What's up, daddy? Can I have your permission? Like, what is this? I never actually seen Sora get to his destination. He's always just walking around. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. Can I talk about that before that? Can I talk about? Yeah, that's me. That's you. I know you're just saying whatever, but can I talk about that? Wait, so this stream was actually named "Going to the most haunted place ever in Japan, Orange House." I went there, and after that, I changed it to "Going to the most haunted shrine ever in Yawata." I went there, and then literally I went to the MILF red light district, and then this stream going to Shibuya's red light district. What the fuck? Like, what dimension are you from? Like, there's like this dimension gap going on between you and everybody else. Like, well, what the fuck is this? And then go into a red light district where, yeah, because I went there too. What the fuck? Like, so what the fuck? There's a MILF red light district. Yeah, there's actually a MILF red light district. But yeah, anyways, yeah. So like the thing is, like, so my channel now has become a channel where I lurk around red light districts and I know like freaking all the red light districts. And you know what? That's so true too. Like, so I was actually checking my stream yesterday too. Dude, if you check my channel randomly, yeah, I tend to talk about my ass randomly, yeah. It is freaking actually amazing. What happened to your magic ring? It's still like in my car actually. And then so like in this stream though, Takashi exposed me. Where's your cock ring, son? Why are you curious about my cock ring? But yeah, so I wanted to talk about the Takashi situation, and it's kind of hilarious. And I actually seriously never thought my clip was gonna be there, but there's like a lot of people that talks about me. Tarosak is also there as, wait, what? How? Oh wait, I was thinking about Kajisak, like as in the comedian. So yeah, anyways, so let me explain the whole situation here. There's like this one video, right? And so I've heard that Japan's isn't very welcoming to foreigners. Is that true? Depends on what you do and depending on what you're really talking about. So like, can I talk to you before anything? Jonathan? Where are you from, by the way? Jonathan? Well, where are you from? I'm gonna just assume you're American, because like that's easier. Is it true that Americans don't welcome foreigners? Is it true that Americans don't welcome foreigners? Like, if you're Filipino, is it true that Filipinos don't welcome foreigners? Or if you're like French, is it true that French people don't welcome foreigners? If you're let's say Indian, is it true that Indians don't welcome foreigners? Alright, anyways. So I'm not American. So one thing I have to say is, this is kind of what I've been saying. I think it's important to just like see things yourself too. But yeah, anyways, so like let me talk about this. This is kind of like one of those like gotcha moments done by Takashi, cause I seriously didn't know this was even the thing. You guys told me about this video yesterday. Like, so a lot of you guys were saying like, you're on Takashi's channel, Sora, and then I saw the comment section, and I actually saw a lot of people saying Sora, and I'm like, what did I even do? What did I even do? So I actually got I cannot speak English. The comments, yeah. So I don't know what this video is like seriously about, but I feel like, so I don't know. So like, let me kind of talk about the situation here. On my channel, when was it? Like I met Takashi on stream. I met Takashi on stream like a while ago. When was it? Like a while ago, right? And then we decided to do a video together. And yeah, he just, you know, and we decided to do a video for like his channel as well. And then he was like, oh yeah, like let's just work on a short video. Like it's gonna be on, you know, my short. It's gonna be on my short section. Like we're gonna do a short. And I was like, sure. So what do you want me to talk about? And he was like, oh yeah, just talk about, you know, how you speak English even though you're Japanese, bro. And I was like, that's what you want? Sure. So that's what I thought was happening on his channel. But damn, he freaking wrecked me well with this. In reality, yeah, I actually did talk about a lot of different things. But dude, I really feel like I said something freaking, like inappropriate too. I really don't know. But yeah, let me just talk about behind the scenes and everything, because I really feel like I said some things that I didn't mean to say at the same time too. Anyways, let's go. I'm gonna actually talk about like all the things like that's kind of like being said in the video as well, because I know you guys are curious about like all the perspectives too. And by the way, if you are here to actually watch the video, I put it here too, but here. If you actually just want to watch the video, it's always the best to watch the video yourself on his channel. So if you just want to watch it, then yeah, just go to his channel. You didn't Rasengan on Takashi's video. I actually did though. But not in this video. Because like I really just didn't know it was gonna be a thing. But I did Rasengan though. But he used the Rasengan part. Actually, you know what? Let me just show it to you then. My Rasengan. Here.
Could you introduce your background?
I'm Sora the troll. Fuck, I sound so like fucked up.
I'm a guy.
But probably I worked, you know, like I did a voice work like in the morning and then I was streaming for a while too. So.
Who trolls on YouTube? I do voice act.
Fork, dude, like that thing though.
And I run around in Shibuya saying Rasengan.
How did you learn English? Have you lived abroad?
So, I've never lived abroad. I've been in Japan in my entire life. I took education in Japanese too, but I have a lot of friends who speak a lot of different languages. I had to learn English to talk to them as well since I was like 7 or like 12. I actually forgot like when that happened exactly. When you speak English, your voice tone gets like lower pitched too. In Japanese, I get people telling me how my voice sounds more. やってます。32歳で人がいっぱいいる。Everybody.
Then could you say
something to the point? いっぱいいる東京都で走り回りながら。Rasengan!
I mean, I did that, so just in case. If I'm getting any of the accusations saying like you didn't Rasengan, then yeah, that's false. But yeah, let's actually watch this too. So at the same time though, yeah, I will just try to kind of talk about like all the perspectives of Japanese people talking about pretty girls, because you guys want to know like all the perspectives too. So I know I'm like the most virginal person ever, and I know like I am the worst person to talk about girls like getting laid and stuff like that, but I actually did some research about girls back in university, but let me talk about it later.
だと思いますか？
僕ヨーロッパとかめっちゃ行ったことあるんですけど、アジアも結構行ったことあるんですけど、絶対
友人さんっていうのもあって、彼女はオーストラリア。
どうやって出会いました？ Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. So today I'm
Thank you, Paul. I've recently read a paper on genetics talking about how there's very little genetics variation between most Slav countries. I wonder why Lithuania. You kind of freaking spoiled it, but yeah, sure. So I remember talking about it, but I don't remember what I said. Fork. And yeah, he freaking did that in Tokyo, huh?
going to interview
I'm curious where
Japanese
this is.
guys. Which country has the prettiest woman in the world? Okay, let's get started. 一番美人な女性が多い国はどこですか？
東ヨーロッパはやっぱ美人多いですよね。まあでもね、イタリアとかマルタとかも綺麗な人多いし。
I think you're all star. I'm a pretty girl, pretty pathetic. Tiki, thank you so much for the donation. So like, let me actually talk about something. This has nothing to do with like me getting exposed. Sorry, I thought you were prepared. I mean, it's fine, it's fine. So, if you ever ask Japanese people like which country has the prettiest girls, they will usually say the countries that are just so different from Japan, because you know, we are in Japan. We want something different, right? That's kind of like how it is.
特に東ヨーロッパだとこの国がみたいな。
自分ルーマニアに何年も住んだんで、まあルーマニアの人もまあ美人な人も多いですけど、まあ気強いですけどね。
美女が多い国どこだと思いますか？
まあ韓国ですかね。まあ
Oh,
自分
never
が
mind. I was so wrong about this. I just got I just proved myself like how wrong I am. Like here, yeah. He freaking said Korea. Never mind.
カメラマンやってるので、周りの韓国人のハーフとかまあ純韓国人の方が多いんで、そういうイメージがあります。自分が韓国人のクォーターなので、サバサバした人が多いかなって思いますね。我が強い人の方が好きなんで、男女関係なく。
美女が多い国どこだと思いますか？
美女が多い国はロシアのイメージがありますね。目の色が綺麗でスラッとしていて、すごいおしゃれな人も多い。
I actually have nothing to talk about around here, so I'm not gonna really say anything. How do you call K-pop weebs Korea boos?
っていうイメージがあります。
自分何センチですか？まず
自分172センチになります。はい。
172センチ以上の女性、多分ロシアとかもいるじゃないですか、結構日本に比べて。
And by the way, I'm gonna expose Takashi a little bit too. So I guess I can talk about this part about Takashi, but he disagrees with me about this part. So let me actually talk about this. Dude, Takashi gets a lot of girls. Like that guy's freaking popular with girls. Like, dude. So like I was filming with him in Shibuya, right? And that was hilarious actually. I was filming in front of like a phone shop. Like literally in front of a phone shop, right? そうなの。でもめちゃくちゃモテそうじゃないやっぱり。And then there was like this girl who just decided to talk to us. Like we were obviously filming, right? He was freaking holding his mic and doing this and that, and there was like a tripod and we were filming. There was this girl and we were standing right in front of a phone shop, and this girl just came up to us and she was like, do you know where a phone shop is? And I was like, is this girl trying to what? Somehow hook up with Takashi? Because she was talking to Takashi. She was not talking to me. She was like, so there was a Takashi and me, right? And this girl was like literally like freaking going up to Takashi like, do you know where the phone shop is? Literally phone shop being here. And we were like obviously filming. Yeah, that was insane. Like Takashi gets girls. Like he gets girls. I'm not gonna say more than that, but he kind of shared some like experiences with, you know, in his life. But he gets girls. Like that guy gets girls. Like you know, right?
自分より高い女性付き合いますか？どうですか？
You get weeps. True. Like when I go to Akihabara, I get sniped by weeps. Not sniped, but I get noticed by weeps, and they usually freaking start breathing so hard, like, oh, you Sora, bro? Like they actually do this, too. Daddy's taking the daughter to the konbini. Take care.
付き合います。はい。
日本人の男性ってそういうのあんまり気にしない人多いと思います。それとも自分だけ OK だと思いますか？
自分だけな気がします。気にする人が多いのかなっていうふうに思いますね。
美女が一番多い国どこだと思いますか？
タイですかね。
はい、どうして？
日本人の典型的なのかもしれないですけど、割と白人の人が好きなのかなとか。タイの人もなんか見た目もそうですし、まあ褐色。
You know streaming's illegal here, right? Yeah, I know.
愛嬌があってすごい可愛かったです。
Dude, like, so I don't know if you watched that part or not, but like somebody probably watched that part where you said streaming is illegal here, right? So somebody copied it. Somebody did that to me the other day in Akihabara.
あ、行った最近。
最近行きました。先月行きました。はい。
国としてどうでした？タイは。
国めっちゃ良かったです。微笑みの。
So the thing about it is like I actually want to ask you something. Do you guys have any opinions about which country has the prettiest girls? Like, well, what country has the prettiest girls, actually? Russia, America. Japan, I forgot about it. Fork. God damn it. Yeah, right, right. Never mind. Pretty girls are pretty worldwide. You got the best daddy mindset. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Japan. I forgot. Yeah, you are not supposed to say Japan here, okay? Like if you say Japan, you lose here. Don't say Japan. I know. Like it's like a channel where everybody talks about Japan, but still, don't say Japan. Don't say Japan. それさんも出たい。昔はそういう欲望めちゃくちゃあったけど、最近どうでもよくなってきた。だからキモいことするようになったんじゃないかな。Okay, so, the thing is here, redheads, sure. So, you know how in this video, people are actually talking about like, oh yeah, because in this country, they have like these girls, that, right? And All-Star, thank you. The country that has the prettiest girls are the friends we made along the way. Thank you so much for the donation. So like, you know how all the dudes are saying like, oh yeah, this country has the prettiest girls and like this country has the best, huh? You know what I mean, right? So you'll see me in the clip soon too. And I talked about which country has the prettiest girls too. But like, you'll figure out something interesting about me. This is actually me actually talking about my like real side of me. Like, so, there are some things I don't talk about on the internet, because, I mean, I talk about it too, but, like, there are some things I don't really mention that much, because nobody cares, right? But yeah, a lot of you guys know about this, but there are some people, like, who don't know about some part about me. I thought you'd talk about it everywhere. Well, yeah.
国って呼ばれてるぐらいすごいみんな
I kind of do when I'm asked. But other than that, I just don't go out of like my shell and say like, bro, you know about me, bro? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really do it.
らしくて
美人が一番多い国どこですか？
インドです。僕インドにいて
Yo, Indians there, bro? Indians. He says India, yo, India. Yo, India mentioned. India mentioned. Yeah. Ask him what he thinks about India, yo. Yo, everybody. You gotta say like, hey, what do you think about India? Like, actually find him and ask him like what he thinks about India. Like, just find him and say, what do you think about India? Feather India or dot India, yes. Aren't you going to a convenience store with your daughter? By the way, if you guys are new to my channel, asking people what they think about India is a thing on my channel. It started from like this one Indian person that was like way too passionate, and that basically became a meme. She's getting ready. Oh, she's like wearing her makeup and stuff. Okay, yeah, she's getting like she's growing. Thank you, Floppy. Can't exclude the most handsome guys. I vote for Japan, though I prefer tall. I'm 161 centimeters, so I'm short enough for most Japanese guys. PS Yoku. Thank you so much for the donation. Do you still like Michi? Thank you. And Dreader? I'm more of a personality type of guy. There's a ton of ugly-minded, narcissistic, spoiled sociopaths around the world. Regardless of gender, good looks are for the shallow, regardless of country or region. I'll talk about you later, but thank you so much for the donation, because I can share a lot of stuff with you, probably, but yeah. Ozzy, yeah, thank you. Lebanese girls, Luka Shakira, Salma Hayek, and Haifa Wabe. Oof, I actually don't know what you just said, but thank you so much for the donation. So, yeah, you'll know some part about me later, okay? But this is something I don't really talk about. I mean, I talk about it everywhere, but, like, I don't really get that question.
ってたんですけど、ボリウッド映画の女優さん、めちゃめちゃ美人でした、と比べると裏表がなくて結構ストレートな方が多い、その恋愛とかにおいてもまっすぐな方が多くてめちゃめちゃロマンチックな方が多いです。
一番美人が多い国どこだと
Where's me? Where's Sora?
思いますか？
僕ヨーロッパとかめっちゃ行ったことあるんですけど、アジアも結構行ったことあるんですけど、絶対オーストラリア。シドニーの僕インタビュー
Thank you, Poppy. I might like him. He's tall, smart, and handsome. Michi, you there? Michi, you there? Michi, you there? Michi. She wants you, Michi. Why don't you tell her like you're into girls? Like, just say I'm into girls. I'm gonna pin you. Paul, thank you. Poppy like tall, red-headed guys with blue eyes. I thought she likes Michi. Wait, Michi, say I'm into girls. You got this, Michi. I'll pin you. Michi, where are you? Michi, say I'm into Australian girls. I'll pin you. You'll get laid tonight. Alright, I'm into girls. Alright, you got this.
ボンダイビーチもう何ですかみたいな世界選抜みたいな感じになってます。
僕も行ったんですけどびっくりしましたね。僕のアンサーもオーストラリアです。美女が一番多い国どこだと思いますか？
Really? Wait, I want to know what that is.
ボンダイビーチ。
Bondi Beach.
もう何ですかみたいな世界選抜みたいな感じになってます。
僕も
Inductor, thank you so much. Sora, can I be your daddy? Sure, you can be my daddy too, because like, you are actually being my sugar daddy in reality. Thank you so much for the donation, though. You actually gave me a lot of money too, like the other days too. But you, in reality, are like my sugar daddy now. Thank you so much for that. I know you make a lot of money too, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Micho, thank you. Hola, Sora. 9 a.m. in South America. Are you going to delete this stream? I really need to work. I usually make my insider streams like unlisted, like here. So what unlisted means is like you cannot find the stream like on the surface level, but you can save the link or you can like the stream and save it in your like liked videos list. Or you can just simply just save the link or just put it in your playlist or something. You can do a lot of things. Basically, you keep the link and you can watch it anytime. You just cannot search it because, I don't know, man. I just don't really feel like me watching things shouldn't be really content on YouTube. You know what I mean, though? I just want to make it like a fan meeting thing more than anything.
行ったんですけどびっくりしましたね。僕のアンサーもオーストラリアです。美女が一番多い国どこだと思いますか？
韓国じゃないですか。
Where's me?
去年韓国へ行ったんですけど、結構普通に街とか歩いてる人で普通にモデルかなと思うぐらい美人な人とかいたんで、整形多いっていうのは話聞くんですけど、そうですね、見た目的なところで言うと韓国人美人だなって思います。
Did Takashi really decide to put an ad before my part? That guy's a genius. By the way, we can manually put ads like on YouTube. Yeah, that's a manual thing. That's a manual thing. Yeah, he did that manually. Like, so when a video is like longer than 8 minutes, you can choose which part where you put like where we put ads. Yeah. Ad placing is a thing. It's a thing, yeah. We do that actually. So there are some people who don't care about putting ads like me on my channel because I know nobody really watches my channel for that much. So I don't do it. I just let the AI do it myself. I'm using my guest mode, so like I got no extensions, like no nothing. Or like I'm not signed in either. It's like the whole new setting, so I got nothing going on.
ノートパソコンの新定番ラビ N16
Are you guys ready? Fork. This is actually embarrassing. Like, look at that cringe, dude. You can tell how it was filmed like a while ago by looking at what he wears and what I wear. Look at the contrast here. I'm just wearing some casual stuff and he's freaking like wearing like this cool jacket. Fork. Let's see. この人見たことある。たかし有名だよね。彼ね、やっぱすげえ頭いいわ、ぶっちゃけ。やっぱね、成功してる人ってやっぱちゃんとなんかあれだよね。やっぱちゃんと頭いい。で、たかしはそのすごい典型的な例だと思った。実際。デニムジャケット着てる人、なんか俺もこの前ね、渋谷で走ってるやつ見たよ。なんかこんな感じの顔してた。So like actually though, let me talk about Takashi here too. Takashi in reality is freaking smart as fork. So he doesn't really show his personality on his channel, so like we don't know much about him. But that dude is actually so smart and like that's kind of why he's successful too, because he does like a lot of like research about what people want to watch and like what people like, and he knows the strategy, right? So that dude is actually really smart. 何歳なんだ25とかじゃなかったっけ私の推しスナイプしたよ。あ、俺がスナイプされた側ってこと？どういうことだ？ちょっと後で教えて。
一番多い国はどこだと思いますか？
大学の時に実はやったことがあって。
Let me make sure. I was not a player back when I was in university, okay? Yeah, I researched like work. I do a lot of like research about everything, okay? So like researching is kind of like a thing I do about everything. It's not only about girls. Let me just clarify this, okay? So I'm like a researcher type, and I do kind of you researched, yeah. But let me talk about what I did too. Actually, let me actually talk about who do researches. Like, 心理学いやちょっとちゃうんだよ。Let me talk about the actual like researchers I freaking did back when I was in university. So like I'm the let me clarify my freaking situation here. Okay, so yeah, he's freaking smart. Takashi's like, bro, what do you want to talk about? Because like I know he wanted me to say some cringy stuff because I know how it happened. Like, because I was in the see, I cannot speak English. Now you can tell like how embarrassed I am and how freaking desperate I am now. Is Takashi from Japan? No, Takashi is from India. But so when I was back in university, I was majoring in like English to Japanese translations, whatever stuff. Like translation was like my major, right? Kind of. And so the thing is, I don't know like why I had to do it too, but like I had to write a paper. Like it's kind of like what university students do. So I had to write a paper about like cultural differences or something like that. I really forgot like why. Like in what? Oh, I think it was like異文化コミュニケーション論 something like foreign cultural communication theory 1, 2 or something like that. Like it was that class and I had to write a paper. And then when I was back in international relations, intercultural communication, yeah, that you got it right actually. You got it right, yeah. So I was in that class, right? And I had to 心理論コミュニケーション理論いやなんかねなんだっけコミュニケーション医学なんだっけな異文化コミュニケーション論1みたいなやつがなんか必須だったんだよな確か So I was in the class because like that was a mandatory subject and I had to take it and then I had to write a paper about like cultural differences and stuff and like we were supposed to like shock the professor to get a credit, right? And me, when I was like 20, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something entirely different from other people. And then I came up with this idea where I talk about girls. Like I was like, God damn, I got the best idea ever. And I know it's like I know it's kind of like a freaking version. You know, I cannot speak English. It's kind of like a version move, and it's freaking like a loser move at the same time too, because in reality, I was actually a virgin back then too. like seriously, it's a paper written by a virgin. Like actually, I'm not trolling. I was like a true virgin. I seriously didn't know anything about girls. Okay, I was like 20. I was a virgin. Like actually, so. And then what I did was here, I fortunately had a lot of friends from like a lot of different countries. I still do too. So, and thank you, 5150 hole. Takashi's smart and know the trends. Why isn't he Mr. Beast or Johnny Salami? YouTube is all about chasing trends, but choose to interview people. Cause that was actually the trend though. That is the trend, and he is making the trend too. No, he is actually making a trend too. Dude, you know how a lot of people started copying what Takashi did? He is a trend. He is actually the god of like freaking trend. And this whole thing is not gonna die. That guy is actually like a smart YouTuber. This guy is the trend. everybody copied what Takashi does or is doing. And then he knows like he shouldn't make any other videos other than like interviewing people either. So he just keeps doing it only. That way his channel keeps snowballing. And look at like his channel. It's now like the channel that has the highest traffic ever when it comes down to like Japanese related stuff. Like his channel is the most popular from like a Japanese person like that's doing things for the people outside of Japan. Like that guy is the most popular, 100%. And what else? And this trend is never gonna end either because everybody will be curious about what people think about whatever in Japan. Like that thing is gonna be there forever. So it's not gonna end. This thing is gonna be forever. And he knew about it. He knew like that was basically the formula. So yeah, he is basically like the Mr. Beast of Japan without like spending a lot of money on the video either. And that guy actually makes a lot of money too. I'm not gonna say how much, but yeah, he is definitely the most successful YouTuber like that I know that does content for the people that are outside of Japan, like actually, as far as I know. Anyways, let me talk about the research.
リトアニアが一番多いらしいんですよね。日本人視点で美女っていう視点が国によって違うんですよ。世界中の基準で見た美女っていうのもまたいろいろな国で変わるらしいじゃないですか。日本人が求めて
By the way, this is a version talking about girls, like actually. Again, this is a version talking about girls, but I was talking about data. So let me just get back to what I was talking about, okay? So again, this is a version talking about girls. And so when I was back in university, I was in this like intercultural communication theory 1A or something like that. I really don't remember what that was. And I had to write a paper to get a credit. And my topic was like, in what culture Japanese people can be the most popular. Like that was the theme. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. That's like the most genius idea. But it was written by a virgin, right? Like that just didn't make any sense. And the thing is, so my method was this. Like, so basically I got the data, not from the internet. Because like, why do I have to get the data from the internet? Just freaking just writes a paper off of it, right? I still have a lot of friends from a lot of different countries, so I talked to my foreign friends, basically, like all my foreign friends from like 30 different countries probably, and I asked them if Japanese people are ever popular in their countries, right? And then I first got the data from them. And if I remember correctly, I think Turkey is the country where Japanese people can be automatically popular. Like, you say, oh, I'm from Japan, and then you actually get girls. As far as I remember, 10 years ago. Again, this is the data from like 10 years ago. Like in Turkey, that's how it was. Turkey, that's unexpected. Actually, you know what? No, Turkey. In Turkey, though, people have like a really, really good image about Japan. So in Turkey, they have like, they know about this one story where Japanese people helped Turkish people in history, and they learned that apparently in school. So in Turkey, they have like a really good image about Japanese people at the same time too. And in Turkey, people think that Japanese people are rich as well at the same time too. So there's like that, like, riz boost going on too. And they are like in general into like the whole anime culture is like what I heard. Even back then too. Back then anime was kind of like a taboo, like a weeb thing. But even then, like, my Turkish friends like told me like, oh yeah, you know what, like it's kind of like a thing already. So I was like, huh. So that too. And then they are sort of like into the whole like Japanese beauty standard is like what I heard it too. So yeah, in Turkey, if you just go to, like, if a Japanese person goes to Turkey, and says, I'm from Japan, like that itself can actually get you girls, like as a Japanese guy. And as a Japanese guy, by the way, if you are a Japanese girl, Indonesia, I heard. No. Indonesia is actually another country where like Japanese people can be like popular too, and Sweden too. But yeah. And then so I did another paper about it's actually within the same paper, but it was like about which country has the prettiest girls from Japanese people's perspective. Japanese people's like perspectives. So how I got the data was basically this. I collected all the pictures of girls from the internet Japanese people thought were attractive, and I still like don't remember how I freaking got the data, but I did a lot of like editing and I did a lot of like research about what facial features Japanese people tend to like, and then all the facial features kind of matched with the girls from Lithuania was how I got the data, if I remember it right. Like he was something like the distance between like your eyes here, it has to be like close, like that's one thing too, and like your eyebrows, like it has to be like really close to your eyes too, like so basically here and here. And then your toe has to be sort of like tallish, and it's one thing Japanese people say, but like you have to have like a small face too. All the features like that were kind of like really a thing from Lithuania. It's not really European girls though. It's not really European girls. So like I actually got that data from like European girls too. So my first like answer was like, oh, European girls are the most beautiful. But then I was like, but which country? So I did more research, and Lithuania is one country where people don't really go outside of like Lithuania. What I mean by that is like here, they have a history of making birth to children with only Lithuanian people. So they kind of like have their own specific facial features that Japanese people tend to like the most. But I cannot really explain this well. So you can have to like look up like Lithuanian girls and you'll know what I mean. Japanese people will 100, pure-blooded, yeah. Japanese people will say any Lithuanian girls are pretty. And thank you, Vash. There isn't much of anime manga culture in Istanbul. We do love you though. Marry me, B-word. Marry me, bitch. Thank you so much for the donation. Is it like your approach? Like, oh bro, like marry me, bitch. Like you wanna be my slave, yo? You wanna be my sex slave, yo, bitch? Is it kind of like what you were trying to do here? But that's amazing, bro. But thank you so much for the donation. I will think about it. If you wanted to finger my ass, let me know. Daddy is back. Welcome back, Daddy. Marry me, Sora. What the fuck, Michi? I thought you were into girls. Look at this. I'm into girls, and you were like, marry me, Sora. But yeah. You know what? Actually, let me just Google Lithuanian girls, and I will show you. I will show you what I mean. Like Japanese people thinks Lithuanian girls are pretty, and this is I remember. So here, this is like what I'm talking about. So like I know like Lithuanian girls are kind of pretty in general too, but they got the facial features Japanese people are really into. So they kind of look all like similar. You know what I mean? It's not that there are a lot of kinds of girls in Lithuania. Like that's kind of like the data I collected too, and I just searched like Lithuanian girls. And mayonnaise spray, thank you. Hey Sora, do you prefer sweet or savory curry? I remember the question from like yesterday, but sweet curry. So Lithuanian girls are all the Lithuanian girls are pretty from like a Japanese person's perspective. That's not what an average Lithuanian woman looks like. So like let me actually talk about this. I know like they're not really like this too, and I had 3 Lithuanian female friends in my life. They didn't look like this or anything, but they all had the same facial features Japanese people were really into. Like I really cannot explain this. But I'm not saying like, you know, they all look like this one thing. Like there were like different, you know, Lithuanian girls. Like obviously they all look different. But the beauty standard in Lithuania is really kind of like similar to what Japanese people want in a girl. And that's why they are popular. That's kind of what I mean. And I know like, you know, they are probably like models and they are not the typical Lithuanian girls like you find. But what I mean is here, if you are from Lithuania, or like if you know any Lithuanian girl, get a picture of them and send it to like any Japanese people. They will say the Lithuanian girls like pretty as fuck, as far as I remember. But let me actually talk about this. So this is kind of like me getting exposed in the video. I got the data right, but I couldn't tell if they were actually beautiful or not. So yeah, that's the part where the exposing part kicks in. I cannot tell who's pretty, like from my perspective. As in, like I can tell who gets girls, who gets guys, kind of stuff. I get that. Yeah, I get that. So I have like this one thing where I cannot get attracted to like appearance. Like, you know how I've been talking about this, like if you've been watching my channel for a while, like you know about this. Like I cannot look at girls like on the street. That is pretty, right? Do I have to say you're pretty to get more money from you, daddy? Would I get like, you know, more money from you this month, daddy? Daddy? Yes? Daddy is the prettiest guy ever. Daddy, you're sexy. I'm sorry for being cringy. Anyways, wait, you'll see the part. And thank you, All Star. Sora, isn't Michi pretty? Now that's just you flirting with Michi. But thank you so much for the donation. Michi, All Star the Joy, she wants to fuck you. Do you want to like finger her ass? Or, like, do you want her to finger your ass? Or like, do you just want to like, I don't know, man, like control her? There are a lot of options. Michi, you got this. Like, she's freaking. Yes. All right, I'm gonna pin you. All right. Asta, like All Star the Joy, Asta. Michi wants to finger your ass.
出る美の象徴っていうのを統計的に求めたらリトアニアが一番らしいです。日本人
Lithuania number 1 and number 2 was like Sweden or something. I really forget. And Russia was actually up there too. Yeah. And some people freaking said Russia. Yeah. Japanese people are into like those like facial features. Yeah, like Lithuania, Sweden, Russia. But Lithuania had the typical like facial features like Japanese people think are beautiful, as far as I remember.
的にもでも自分が大学で行き着いたのはそこ。
パーソナルなタイプはどこですか？
Alright, so what is... Oh, fuck! Alright, everybody, this is me freaking exposing myself. What is your personal preference? Let's go. This is like freaking like asking your own brother, saying like, hey bro, do you watch porn? So it's kind of like that question. It's like that one question you are not supposed to ask Sora. Because I don't have an answer. Do Japanese love Swedish? They actually do. Japanese people love Swedish people, yeah. Like actually. In terms of like the girls and whatever stuff, I'm talking about that part, okay? Because dude, I just talked about it.
誰が美人か誰がイケメンかって分かんないんですよ。
I can't tell who's beautiful or handsome. I really cannot. Like, so let me talk about this. There was like a one donator who kind of said the same thing. So like, what I mean is here, I know who is good looking. Like, I know who gets girls, but I cannot just find girls on the street like there and say something like, yo, that girl's hot. Yo, I cannot do that. I've never done that. So you know how you guys like have this one thing called a love at first sight? You guys know what that is, right? Have you guys ever had it? And by the way, it doesn't mean I'm a nice person or anything. I kind of think it's a disability, honestly. Because I had a hard time back in university. And thank you so much for the donation, Janks. Hey, so I love your content, but I need advice. If I went to Japan and some random person called Tako Shear went up to me in the street and told me 一番美人な女性が多い国はどこですか？女性なしの国。Grammatically correct? Yeah, grammatically correct. Yeah, I actually... Tako Shear. You're really good at trolling. What is Tako Shear? But 女性なしの国. You got it right. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, you just said it right. It's grammatically correct. But thank you so much for the donation. So let me talk about this. Have you guys ever experienced this phenomenon, this humanly thing called love at first sight? Have you guys ever experienced it? That thing is something I've never had in my life. Like, you just look at girls and you just look at guys, girls, and say like, oh my gosh, she's pretty. Oh my gosh, he's pretty. That thing is what I'm talking about. Let me change my question, because I feel like some people don't know what I'm talking about. Have you ever looked at a person and said like, oh my gosh, he's so hot. Oh my gosh, she's so hot. Like, you know, let's say you're walking on the street by yourself or like with your friends, and there's like a hot dude, hot girl, and you just look at the girl or guy and say like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, she's so hot, I want to touch her ass, I want to touch his dick. Have you ever had it? Right, it's pure animal lust. Yeah. So for a lot of people, I want to say it's normal, because my friends do that. Like, all my friends do it. It's very normal, I would say. But in my entire life, I never had it. Poppy, thank you. Yes, when I saw Michi, you are freaking getting laid tonight. Like, so do you want to get laid with Asta or like Poppy? Dude, Michi, you can choose now. So yes, 54%, right? 思ってることはあるけど全然言葉も出さない。ああ、なるほどね。So in my case, I've never had it. And if you want a definite proof, go to my streams and watch the part where just I walk in Shibuya or like Harajuku. I never look at girls and say like, bro, I never do it. And it's not because I'm trying to be respectful or anything. It's more that, like, I cannot kind of look at girls and tell who's hot. From my perspective, I know who's beautiful though. Like, I know like Takashi is freaking handsome, like he's good looking. I know about that perspective because from my experience, like, you know, if somebody looks like this, they get girls. Like, I know the data. I have like that thing. But I cannot personally look at girls and go like, bro, I cannot do that, is what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So, yeah, this thing, and I think I first started talking about this like 2-3 years ago. Was it like 4 years ago, Zephyr? Do you remember? Because you remember freaking everything. And so a lot of my viewers told me it's like a demisexual, whatever stuff. I still like don't know what that is. You live in Japan, and most girls here are fairly attractive, so none of them stands out so much as in other places. But then I should probably just look at girls, like all the girls, and say like, bro, right? But I never do it. So, but yeah, anyways.
実は人を見た時に全員同じに見えるなんか謎の
It's not they all look the same to me. It's not that. It's more like I cannot tell who the prettiest girl is from my perspective. Like, I don't have it. And thank you, that's because Sora is oppai man, not a face man. Thank you so much for the donation. No, I like to finger asses. I'm into asses because my finger is actually in somebody's ass all the time. Like, you know, when I'm streaming, my fingers are freaking in my ass. I'm sorry for saying that. And thank you, Ahmed Ibrahim. When I look at people, they all look the same to me. No. It's not that. It's not that they look the same. It's more that, like, what I meant was here. Like, by the appearance itself, I cannot tell who the prettiest girl is from my perspective. Like, I know who gets Actually, you know what? I know, like... Actually, you know what? No. I was gonna say, like, I know who the prettiest girl is, but I was gonna say, like, when I say, like, that girl is the prettiest, everybody usually says, like, different things. So, yeah. But what I mean here, it's not really visual disability, but it's a type of, type, actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Like, I was gonna say, like, it's not that, because I can tell, like, who is who, but if you say a type of, it's more that, like, I'm into personalities. Does that make any sense? It's called demisexual apparently. So it's not like asexual. So Ahmed Ibrahim. So like let me actually talk about this. I'm not like an expert when it comes down to this, but like my viewers told me about this. It's apparently called demisexual. Look up like that word and that kind of explains like who I am. Like I know it's kind of like a new concept to you too. So like that shocks you because you're like, what the fuck, right? I know what you mean because I get that reaction from like everybody. But look up demisexual. Like that's exactly what I have. Like into personalities. Then I finally see like, oh yeah, ooh, kind of thing. So what we have in common is like here, we like our body count is freaking low as fuck. And we don't just hook up with people. My body count is literally 1 in my entire life. And then we don't have like a lot of boyfriends, girlfriends, like we don't really have like relationships. We don't have like a lot of experiences. That's us. Well, that's me, I guess. But yeah.
一種の障害みたいなの持ってて
美女が多い国どこだと思います
It's a type of disability. I didn't really say that though. But yeah. Wait, is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Is that Is that all? Fork, Takashi? Wait. Is that it? That's it. Fork. God damn it. Now I don't know like what to do. Disability. Yeah, it's so let me talk about this. I actually talked more. There's more. Yeah, I freaking talked about this for 20 minutes with him. What country has the most handsome men, Sora? For like Japanese girls, Sweden, I think. No, actually not Sweden. Fuck, I don't remember actually. But thank you. 5150 cold. Does that mean your fingers always smell like poo? Yeah, like if I smell my fingers, it freaking my fingers smell like diarrhea mixed with like piss everywhere. Maybe he's saving it for a future video. So I'm not gonna really spoil it or anything. So but yeah, that's kind of like what I have, but that's something I've been saying though. I've been saying this forever. So I'm not really into looks to talk about it in the to talk about it the easiest way possible. I'm not into looks. I have to constantly refuse Sora's request to smell his fingers. Did you ever actually think I ever requested you to smell my fingers? Wait, did I ever do that? Like, I probably was high on crack, so I don't remember that. Or like, I was drunk as fuck, but I don't remember asking you if you wanted to smell my fingers. But that's an interesting freaking story. Can you share that story with us? But, it's all the crack I gave you. Yeah. Now my sugar daddy freaking just exposed me here that I do crack and smell my fingers. Ask Zephyr. You want me to ask Zephyr to smell my fingers? What? Takashi scammed you. But yeah, let me actually talk about this. So like, let me summarize the whole like stream here too. So I have like this. I wouldn't say it's a visual disability, but I still kind of see it like a disability. Cause so. When I was back in high school, you know, like back in high school, like everybody kind of talks about what girl's hot, like what celebrity's hot, like you want to fuck that girl, like you know how everybody talks about that, right? Back in high school, it's very normal. You know what I'm talking about, right? So back in high school, like literally all my friends kind of talked about it, and let me just read the explanation later. Like, so I felt like I was not keeping up with them, so I had to sort of talk about all the hot celebrities myself. And this is kind of like a weird mistake I made too. So back when university, like people were talking about like, oh yeah, that celebrity's hot, that idol's hot, like I wanna fuck her, and everybody's like, yeah, like you know that girl's hot, right? And then I felt like I had to talk about what girls hot as well myself. Like I had to do it. So what I did was here, what is her name? Cameron Diaz? I don't remember. But so I basically looked up like the most beautiful lady in the world or something. I freaking remember this. So and then Charlie's Angel. Oh, isn't her name like Cameron Diaz? Yeah. That. So I looked up. I looked up and I found her. And then I started. So I was like, you know what? This is the prettiest girl. I just have to say, my crush is Cameron Diaz. My friends know about this, by the way. Like, my friends back in, like, high school, or, like, Hiraki even knows about this, too. They know about my freaking one mistake. So, I kept saying, like, you know what, bro? Cameron Diaz is hot, yo. Like, you know, she's my celebrity crush. But the reality is here. I think she was freaking like 50-something, like 40-something back then. So I was literally saying, like, oh, you know what? I'm into MILFs. Like, back when I was freaking 16. And I didn't know that. I just didn't know. I was like, I just Googled the most beautiful girl. But, like, she was, like, literally a MILF already. I was like, fuck. So like in a way I know. I just didn't know. I didn't know. Because I literally just Googled it. You just wanted to join the conversation. Yeah, like I just felt like I was weird. So I made a lot of mistakes. So like I did that too, right? So like the thing is here, I said that because like, you know, that's kind of like the result I found on Google. And then I just kept saying like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm into Cameron Diaz, yo. And I thought I was fitting in well. But then my friends started saying like, wait, so you into MILFs? And I was like, no. But yeah, I just said like, no, it's like, there's something about Cameron Diaz, yo. Like, she's just so hot. But I just didn't know anything about her. Like, I just watched this one movie called Holiday. Because Jack Black was in the movie. And Jack Black was like my hero back then. I watched it, and then Cameron Diaz was there, so I was like, oh yeah, you know what, like I like her personality too, and like in that movie she was hot, but in reality I just didn't really think of anything. I was saying everything that was in my head, kind of like freaking all those weebs talking about Japanese culture from anime. That's what I did, right? And then back then his crush was JB. Yeah, you mean Jack Black? Yes. Justin Bieber? Yes, I guess. And then there was like this one idol group called AKB48. Do you guys know about it, by the way? Do you guys know what AKB48, who they were? I thought Sora's celebrity crush was Nicki Minaj. Yeah, I talked about it before too. You remember that too. So like, I memed about Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj was kind of like a meme too. Yeah, so like I did that on my channel, and then I finally talked about like everything on my channel. So like let me actually talk about all the mistakes I made here. So even on my channel, I didn't talk about my true side of me because I just didn't feel like it was necessary, right? I just didn't do that before. Miss you, sir. Oh, what's up, Spooky? So the Spooky Meow knows actually. Let me pin this too, so I don't forget that. Where's your comment? Yeah, here. So there was like this one girl group called AKB48. Everybody was like into the girl group before, because the girl group had all the beautiful girls, right? And then like back in university, everybody was saying like, oh yeah, that girl's hot, that girl's hot. And then people used to ask me all the time, they were like, in AKB48, which girl do you think is the hottest, yo, or like the sexiest? And I just didn't know what to say. So I was like, you know what? I just don't know much about AKB48. And all my friends back then just told me like, bro, you're weird, yo. What, like, are you into anime waifus or something? And I was like, no, because I was not really into anime waifus or nothing, to be fair. And I just said like, I just don't know about AKB48. So like, give me a little bit. I'll just find my crush from AKB48. So yeah, Kashiwa Yuki. Oh, so that's your crush. Okay, I just remember like the names. So I went home after that. And I googled AKB48 cute girls. Like I freaking googled it in Japanese, right? And then I looked at all the girls and I was like, I don't know which one to say. Like which one is the cutest? I was like freaking like thinking super hard. I was like, and then I just decided not to go for the most popular girl this time because I learned from my mistakes back when university. Like, you know, like how I said Cameron Diaz was hot. I have to read the donation to you too. Yamashima, thank you. 英語ほぼわからないけどいつも楽しく見てます。ありがとうございます。すみません、ありがとうございます。And All Star, forgive me if it's too personal, but as a demisexual, how did you feel with your first time doing chome chome? Seriously. The thing is here, my first time, as in the actual first time, it's more like not like it's a really hard, it's kind of hard to explain the whole thing, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm into your this, but it's more like I'm into the person itself kind of thing. So it's not that, oh yeah, this situation's hot. It's not that, but it's more like, oh yeah, I'm in this situation with this person that is hot kind of thing. So I cannot have it with some random girls like I meet on the street. So like, you know, all the brothels and like all the whatever stuff, I've never seriously gone to a brothel in my entire life. All my friends have gone to a brothel once at least, but not me. I've never gone to a brothel. And you know how brothels are so cheap in some areas? You saw the stream I did yesterday too, right? Yeah, I've never gone to any cheap ones. You need to go. I know, but like, that's kind of like what my friends told me too. But I just seriously couldn't see myself going to a brothel and enjoying the time there. Hiraki Exposed. That dude freaking talks about going to a brothel so many times. And then, anyway, so like, I just googled like what the cutest girl in AKB48 was back then. And I think, I don't even remember the girl. Like, I just picked some random girl that wasn't popular with everybody. And I just went like, you know what? This is probably my crush. And then I just started saying like, you know what, bro, everybody? This girl named whatever is my crush, yo. I started telling everybody. And then what happened was like what was it? I think the girl was, I don't remember actually. I don't really remember the situation. But it was like some girl with like some interesting features as well. So like they thought I was into some like weird kinks or whatever, right? But that's kind of like what happened. And what Spooky Meow is saying here, let me talk about this too. I thought Sora's celebrity crush was Nicki Minaj. So like, back then on my channel, when I started my channel first, I used to kind of play this character who was just kind of stupid and like talks about pee pee poo poo, and I used to say like, oh yeah, you know what, I fuck girls, I want to fuck girls, but I'm a virgin, yo. Like I thought that was hilarious because that's exactly what Filthy Frank kind of did, right? You know what I mean, right? Filthy Frank played that character. So, and then everybody was like, oh, you know what, Sora, that's true, this guy is the second Filthy Frank, yo. Bro, like we got another Filthy Frank. So people started watching my channel thinking like I'm the second Filthy Frank. Like that's kind of the beginning of everything. So I felt like I had to do that too. Like kind of just talking about girls saying like, oh yeah, I want to put my dick in girls. I did that. But in reality, I was like acting like everywhere. Like I really wasn't having an erection talking about it. And I didn't care. Yeah, 4 views, basically, yeah, different. Like, actually, you know what? No, that was like legit 4 views, like 4 attention, 100%. So then, like, I remember, so Spooky Meow is like a one viewer from like 2019. She's like one of the very like OG viewers. You remember that too. Like, people asked me what my, like, who my crush is on my channel, and then I just didn't know what to say. And I just said, oh, you know what? Nicki Minaj, yo. Because Nicki Minaj back then was a meme everywhere. Like, people were talking about, your crush is daddy. Yes, I'm into daddies and like, yeah, daddy. Like, I love daddy's ass. So, Nicki Minaj back then was like the biggest meme. Like, everybody was talking about how Nicki Minaj ass is like so insane. And like, everybody was like just kind of memeing about her back then. So I just said, you know what, Nicki Minaj. And I thought I was being hilarious. And at the same time, I thought I was like playing my character, who was kind of like horny and just all about sex. But in reality, like, that's not like really a true side of me. So I was basically saying like, oh, you know what, I like this kind of girl, like all the big ass and big tits. But again, it's not something like I really care about, honestly. And thank you, 50 on 50 hold. Back then, you were also obsessed with panties. Because I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, like, seriously. It's hella performative. I still kinda am the same way. Like, I like flirting and accept dates a lot. So in my case, I don't really accept dates a lot. Because, yeah, it's just not my thing. But yeah. So yeah, I used to say like, oh, I touch myself to Nicki Minaj's Star. What is that song again? Starship. Yeah, like I used to say that too. I was like, you know what? I listen to Nicki Minaj while having an erection, and I touch myself to Nicki Minaj. And everybody actually believed it. Like, fork. Back then though, that's when I used to get a lot of like dick pics and like pussy pics and titty pics every day before. I got all the pictures from like my viewers because everybody actually believed I was like hardcore into sex. And thank you, right? The house, right? Didn't you say you want to sniff Discord girl's pantsuit? Yeah, but the thing about it is like that was a skit. You know about that, right? Like Usa-chan knows about it too. Like she knew like it was a skit, and I mean she was like in on it too. So. But I thought it was obvious. Did you take that chance to make a photo compilation? Some people did that. And then so, like I used to get a lot of like dick pics, pussy pics, and like titty pics. A lot of like invitations to like fuck parties and like one night stands and all those. And I know a lot of you guys sent me pictures and like stuff too, but you know like how I never actually replied to any of you guys, right? It's because, well, it's that easy. Well, that is into that stuff too. Yeah, I know. I mean, wait, Daddy, if you want to get pictures, say like, oh, you know what? I want pictures, yo, and you get pictures. Like that's kind of like how internet works. That's madman. I know. Yeah. So. Sora's exposing some viewers. I'm not saying any names. And thank you, All Star. My first OTN picture was from a friend, and it was from a cow. And that's still the only OTN picture I have to this way. Thank you so much for the donation. I want pictures, yo. Alright, I might have to pin you, but let me just talk about this. So, I got a lot of pictures, but I wasn't really... It's more that when I got the pictures, I thought the pictures were hilarious. So like, I'm really sorry to say this, but I kind of shared the pictures with my friends. And I laughed at the pictures. Because like, the pictures were hilarious, I'm sorry. Like, I got the pictures from you guys like randomly. Like, of course I just share the pictures with my friends, of course. Like, what the fuck? Like, basically how it works is this. I'm just walking on the street by myself. And some of my viewers coming up to me, flashing their pussies and dicks and titties. Like, bro! Like, of course it's hilarious. I thought that was hilarious. So I literally just called like, you know, my friends and methodical and Hiraki, to be specific. Especially methodical, to be fair. And yeah, I just kind of like said like methodical, like what do you think about these pictures? And methodical was like a lot different from me. I'm pretty sure he thought like a lot of pictures were hot, maybe, but that's me guessing. But yeah, it could be hilarious. Yeah. Basically, what is OTN? It's like how Japanese people say penis, like pee-pee. Did your friends also laugh or needs to be alone? The thing is, like, my friends thought, like, I was getting girls and getting laid everywhere, and that's kind of like what the internet people thought back then too. Like, actually, a lot of people thought I was sleeping with girls everywhere. Because I was talking about everywhere, too. But in reality, no. And my friends didn't. What was I talking about? Why not just say pee-pee? Because it's English. Do you really think people in every language say pee? Wait. I have to actually tell you something. Do you actually think English is the language people speak everywhere? Wait, what? Or if you mean All-Star, sure, but she's a weeb, so. You seem to have a wide forehead. Yeah, like I'm thinking about like, you know, getting an advertisement here. But that's kind of like the whole story. Did you want to seem I still cannot pronounce this like really well. That's kind of like my tongue like issue. Did you want to seem satirical, or did you want people to be convinced when you were that type of guy? I just didn't care. I just thought I was being hilarious. But yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to say. Satirical fork. It's one thing I cannot say. Like another thing I cannot say is like exit. Satirical. Thank you so much. Exited. Satirical. Now I can say it. But yeah, so that's kind of like me talking about everything. But so yeah, that's it for the stream. I kind of talked about everything. So I'm going to probably end the stream here. Oh, actually, you know what though? Hard English for Japanese. Yeah, I guess. Satirical. I cannot say those two words. Like exited and satirical. Forward all those pics to me. Do you really want pics? Like what pictures do you want? Like dick pics, pussy pics, titty pics, ass pics, finger pics. Can you say squirrel? Like as to that, it's not a problem. Cause like if you grew up like saying that word again and again, like it's just not a problem, right? Like so if it's a squirrel or like whatever stuff, people cannot usually say it's fine. But satirical, exited, especially when you put it after the like exited it, oof, exited it, satirical. Those two words are the words I really cannot say well. I feel like I can't say rural. I get what you mean though, but like as to that, I don't feel uncomfortable. Say lyrically. I feel comfortable about that word. Lyrically, yeah. But satire. And thank you, All-Star the Joyous. Can you say I love you? What? Are you trying to get horny or something? Anyway, so like now I am kind of like done. So can I just like sing something and just end the stream here? I can't say the T in the mountain. Isn't it kind of like how English works? Like mountain, right? Sing. Can I sing? Can I sing for you, daddy? Like literally? We still on for tomorrow. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, I forgot about it. We are going to play Minecraft with everybody and daddy. Like it's gonna be a stream with daddy and you guys. So get ready for that at 11 p.m. in Japan time. Sing it for me, baby, sure. Today, tomorrow, 11 p.m. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, now you learn something like satirical. Oh, I feel now comfortable because I freaking said it so many times. Thank you, Poppy. Satirical. Exit. Thank you so much for the donation. Ambi, thank you. Sora Minecraft server when Daddy's actually making one for me. And what is that one word? Satirical. Exited.課題聞きながらやりながら聞きます。オッケーオッケー。課題やった方がいいんじゃないかな。大丈夫かい？Can I sing the pancake one? That's kind of like the easiest song to sing. Like Cannibal Corpse. Something inside me. プレインガーで弾けないよ。テムヘンソンか。What age did you start playing guitar? When I was 6. Aesthetic? Like, I don't really have like those typical like Japanese English problems, like aesthetic, squirrel, like I don't have that. But exit it? No, I can say it. Satirical and exit it. Like those two things are something like I cannot really pronounce well. Like since I was like freaking actually 8. Alright, let's go. Oh, whoa, oh, 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 Methodical, you and then I flow. Softness is spotlight love about you, pancake. This is when I tell you you'll everything, yes, everything. To me, you're everything to me. Put the gun against the sky, starting out on this day. Methodical, shoot it up night. This is why you get me on that top of the mountain. That you get me, yes, everything to me. 伝えて補助が Don't mess up this time. See you damn till you late. Remember to stay here. Now you can see everything. Cause I have a starting pistol with you, pancake, right tonight we fly up high. You're everything, yes, everything, yes, everything, yes, everything to me. Everything to me. And thank you so much for the donation.
Goblinator, can you say good heart? Dicks and cider. Yeah, my dicks are in my ass. But thank you so much. Yama Sakai, remember to PM Michi me for Discord invite. Oh yeah, that's Michi. But thank you so much. And Fopi, thank you. It isn't satire. Satirical. I still cannot really say it well. I feel like I just said it well. Satirical. But thank you so much for the donation. And thank you. Kikito, can we get the Discord link to the anime club? Add a Michi. Add a Michi. Here, this account. Here. Miracle and satirical. Oh, actually, Patabe, you know what? Miracle, satirical. Fuck! Miracle, satirical. You know what? You changed my life. Thank you so much. You freaking actually changed everything. Like, miracle, satirical. Like, you know what? Miracle, satirical. Oh, yeah, you know what? You fixed my problem. Miracle, satirical. Like, you know what? Patabe, you fixed everything. I'm now a professional TESL teacher, yeah. Miracle, satirical. Like, actually, I got it right. Satirical. Wow, I don't have the problem anymore. Like, I actually freaking, like, what? Dude, you fixed my problem. Alright, let me just sing one more stuff, and I'm gonna say actually bye. This is something I sing in every stream, but yeah. Goodbye, yeah, because I'll say goodbye. Because there are some people who don't know the song too, right? So let me just do it here. Thinking about the times when you were fighting your enemies. Are you happy? Are you winning now? You are trying, you'll find out. Time to say goodbye to yourself. Let's say I am getting better. I am happy, I'm fine now. Am I done yet? No, I am not. I felt like something was not going right, but it fucks me up till it gets crazy. Fucks me up till it gets to my goal. Time to say goodbye. Time to say I knew more. Your one makes you get it. この旅が終わる頃には全て見つけれたら I'll never force myself ただ今を見つめながら全て見つけて自分の価値を知るように Are you happy? Are you winning now? You are trying, you'll find out. I am happy, I'm fine now. Am I down here? No, I am not. I felt like something was not going right, but it fucks me up till it gets crazy. Fucks me up till it gets to me. Yes, we are who going right cheers me up, 'cause time to say goodbye to myself in the past. Time to say goodbye. Time to say I knew more. You're what makes you better.
Thank you, Rina Denka. 久しぶり. Thanks for the mini concert. Got my first full paycheck, so I ain't poor. Thanks for the good laughs tonight. Thank you so much for the donation. I don't know if I said anything hilarious today, but thank you so much either way. But satirical. Now I don't have any problems. Fork. You know what? Miracle, satirical. I just have to think of like miracle. God damn. Like, that's actually awesome. Final chord, yeah. Here. It's a miracle. Yo, Sora, you look like a guy. Yo, Sora, you look like a guy. Are you actually... Is it your first time, like, looking at a guy? Or something? Wait, what is this? Like... Actually, is it your first time looking at a guy saying, like... You know what? You a guy, right? Like, kind of like the same thing as, like, freaking looking at a Japanese person for the first time. So you just go up to the Japanese person and you say... You watch anime, bro. You're from Japan, right? Like, the same thing. I feel like I can sing one more, and then I'm gonna go after that. I freaking sing this in every stream too. I know, but let me just do it. Just don't look guys' hands. Yeah, I look like a girl. I get it. These are the stars that we saw there. What the fuck? Send it to me, Daddy. I mean, Cat, I know what you were sending, but still send it to me. Actually send it to me. But he's gonna send a cat picture, yeah. See? Yeah, I mean, I knew it, yeah. See? A pussy picture. My gosh. Yeah. This is actually the last one. After that, I'm gonna read the comments for a bit, and yeah. These are the stars that we saw there together. The water show you shared with me that tonight. I hope you all remember. This moment it won't last so much longer, so I cherish every moment here tonight. I hope I saw the lights through my screens, warm like a blanket, everything you got. You see this feeling like I am part of the world you have over there. You show the world you have around it to me, and you got me to the world that you're eyeing. The stars so big I lit up, and I got covered with your warmth, though I was not thinking. You got me to the world that you're eyeing. The stars so big I lit up that day. Tonight, the stars vigorously dampen you out the silence. When the screens went black and there was no sound, but they are here forever. The stars of Vegas, not lights and the water show. I have them now in my heart, here forever. I'm gonna end it here. Alright, so I'm gonna just end the stream and I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna do tomorrow. At 11 p.m. we're gonna play Minecraft with Daddy. I'm gonna actually read things for 10 minutes from here. 10 minutes. 歌詞忘れ、いやね、よくある、マジで。And thank you, Garberry Bera. Thank you so much for the donation too. Really? Yeah, Minecraft, yeah, with Daddy. Extra details, version 1.21. What else? Like, I'm gonna read comments until 42. She said no. Wait, do I remember that? Wait. I'm curious, wait. Big gay! Alright, thank you so much! I don't know what that meant, but it sounded like you roasted me again! I remember. Fuck. Pino song? Yeah, I'm not gonna sing anymore. I'm gonna just read comments. I do a lot of like voice stuff though. Since I was like 6, but I don't really play guitar that much. Actually, yeah. What's this music? I generated this with AI. Yeah, like, so miracle, satirical, like, dude, you know what? I actually got it right. For the first time ever. I just have to think of, like, miracle. Cause Daddy. I don't do anything, yeah. Like, any social media stuff, no. Bass, piano, a little bit of drums, not much, but a little bit of drums, like not much. I can do the very basic stuff. And thank you, All Star the Johei Sora tried to say medicine and then exited. Like, exited itself is fine, but if you put et after that, it's when I cannot really say it well. Exited it. Now I kind of can say it, but yeah. Well, thank you so much for the donation. But it exited. Fork. But it exit. But it. I'll soon be an anime. Like, there's like this guy that's working on kind of like an anime of like Sora the Troll. Yeah, I'm not gonna say who you are, but yeah, I freaking did the voice work for him. He's gonna upload it like next week, probably. For YouTube? No. I use my account to watch YouTube and stuff. Like, I don't really do like any of the old accounts, whatever. Futao fan. What is Futao? No. No. Oh, on Twitter, you're the most racist person ever. Like, on Twitter, like, if you get anything wrong about, like, whatever, you're the most racist person ever, so you get cancelled. But in real life, no, it's not. And you are not. 皇帝ペンギン毎日見てるよ、普通に。Like, if you say Japanese to Chinese people on Twitter, then you're a racist. You get cancelled. Oh, Genshin? Oh yeah, I forgot, like, Daddy is a weeb. I like how you phrased it like that. Little teenager anime girl on Genshin Impact. Daddy, you got exposed. What is it? I don't know. It's like something I've been like kind of avoiding saying it since I was like 17. I expose myself all the time. Yeah, like your picture and your voice. You kind of like exposed your everything so far. You look very spicy today. Yeah, because, you know, I had some Korean noodles. Genshin 配信。原神は俺ね、あんま好きじゃないんだよな。やった方がいい。原神ってそんなにハマる？でも俺ハマるのはやりたくないな。仕事せないといけんし、普通に。ね。Oh, I'm gonna play table tennis later. God damn it. Bro, what is this VTuber? I really actually watched my stream and you assumed I'm a VTuber? I know you watch VTubers a lot, but like, I don't know like what your thinking process now is like. Dude, you are seeing a real person walking, not walking, moving around, and your first like actual thinking process is like, bro, did VTubers become this good? What is this model? What? That's kind of like your thinking process, right? What the fuck? Four minutes more. My PayPal account is... You can say that, but like, nothing is gonna really happen to your PayPal account, though. Does cancel culture exist in Japan? It's a thing everywhere. If it exists in a country, it has to exist in any countries, yeah. Best Japanese YT channels? Kote Penguin. Seriously, like that channel is the best. Furutani Toru っていうのかな。誰だっけそれ。なんかあれだよね。なんだっけなんかお金関係じゃないかな。ちゃう？ Any best VTubers? Anime. Inactive, thank you so much. Dude, I know you're rich, but thank you so much. I know you're... Fuck! I literally said the same thing. I was not even reading the donation. This dude actually outplayed me. No. This guy is actually like that one character from Dragon Ball, like that can actually read the you know, like all the movements and like see the future. Like, what is that dude again? Like, he can see the future. Hey, is he called Hit or something? Thank you, 毛深い。遅かった。これで恥ずかしいこと読ませなくなってしまうじゃないか。But thank you so much for the donation too. Who's that dude? Who's that dude? Yeah, Joseph Joestar. Yeah, right. That's kind of like a JoJo thing too. But true though. But Inductor, thank you so much for the donation. Really, I appreciate it. Like that's a lot of money too. Seriously. But either way, I know you're rich. But thank you so much for the donation. And I didn't say your swag part though. So as to that part, yeah, you guessed it wrong. But other than that, you guessed every single word right. And you wrecked me. You win. You seriously win. Yeah. You seriously win. You win. And yeah, if you wanted to finger my ass, you can now, because you just guessed everything right. Best super chat ever. By the way, Inductor, thank you so much for the donation, seriously. If you wanted to finger my ass, if you wanted to see my ass on OnlyFans, let me know. I'll make one for you. Because that's probably like what I'm supposed to do now. What's 10,000 yen? That's $70. That's a lot of money, seriously. But he gave me 20,000 yen in this stream by himself. That's like $150. That's a lot of money to me. Like seriously. Because I actually spent like $4 each a day, every day. So that's a lot of money. You know what I mean, right? But thank you so much either way still. Like, I really appreciate it. Is that all you cost for an OnlyFans? Yes. Give me like, I don't know, give me like $3 and I'm gonna send you my ass pictures. But I'm gonna just tell everybody that you are desperate for my ass. Like, that's what you get in return. Like, you can get my ass picture, but in return, like, yeah, you'll get wrecked. I'll tell everybody, like, you are hardcore looking for my ass. And I'm gonna tell your mom too. I kinda did that yesterday. Manko Lake? We went there though. We went there. We went to the Manko Lake and we talked to Daddy after that. Anyway, so that's 10 minutes, right? Yeah, actually. So, Manko Lake is nice. See? Daddy is here talking about pussy. Manko Lake. See? Daddy is here talking about pussy getting wet. Let's go. Hi everybody, so I have to go now. So, if you want to watch the stream again, should I actually make this stream public so everybody knows like what I'm like? Do you think I should actually make this stream like public? So Takashi knows? Because I didn't watch the whole video in this stream. So like if you wanted to watch the whole video then like... Yeah. I can just make this public because I feel like I get this question a lot too. So up to you. I don't know, I just... Public... I don't like to make my inside streams like public. But as to this one, I didn't just watch his stuff. I kind of talked about myself too. So this one, yeah, I guess I can just make it public. You know what? Yeah, I'll just make it public. Yeah, this is not gonna be unlisted. Cause why? Cause I kind of talked about myself, and that question's like something I get all the time too. And yeah, I guess I can. And everybody's curious about it too. But usually when I do streams inside, I don't like to make my streams public because I don't want you guys to think I'm like that one dude who freaking talks in front of a computer, and that's like what we call content. I don't like to do it. But yeah, so I'm gonna make it public. So thank you so much everybody. Now, this stream is gonna be public because you guys wanna watch it later too. Tomorrow though, we are going to play Minecraft with Daddy and some of you guys probably. 7 people, because like Daddy said he wanted to invite her daughter too, which I think it's kind of risky. So I still think you shouldn't, Daddy, but if you want to, it's all up to you. It's your family stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? In 11 hours from now. What time? 11 p.m. in Japan time. Around this time, basically. Yeah, it says Sora Wolf. I didn't want to be like that, so I kind of wanted to make it like private stuff. Yeah. Bye-bye, everybody. The stream is now gonna be gone in 3, 2, 1, but this is gonna be public, because, everybody can tell. Like, what should I? I don't know, man. I just don't want to be that one reactor. I'll just make it public. Bye-bye, everybody. This stream is gonna be gone in 3, 2, 1.